Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adida, your 10 finger signature. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to make a male sleeve from the male bodies we did earlier. That is where we'll be getting the measurement of our sleeve. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Welcome back. If you have watched the male body video, you know that this was the pattern we made for the male body. So what we'll be doing here now is to measure the armhole area. The armhole area to give us the measurement we are using for our male body, for our male sleeve. Measure accurately so that this can really come out nicely. If I'm measuring, I do stand my tape rule while measuring the armhole, any cuff area. If you can try it, it will be of help to you. You stand, I'm standing my tape rule this way. And this is giving me, this is back side. So this is giving me 10.125. So that's for the back. And as for the front, we are also going to stand our tape rule this way. This is what we are measuring. So the front is giving us 9.25. It said the back of our armhole at the back is giving us 10.125, and the front is giving us 9.25. If you don't know how to read your tape rule by now, I made a video about how to read tape rule, and if you watch that video, it will really be of help to you. It's getting our top line measurement, and I said for the basic we use 2 inches for our top line. 2 inches is what I measured here. I'll be labeling it because of you guys. Top line, so that we all can see this. I'll be using my marker from here. And the next line we are getting from the top line is our bicep line. So how do we get our bicep line? We had the back measurement, the armhole at the back measurement, and the front measurement. We had it together and divided by 3. We said we'll be adding our back and the front together, and we have our 19.375 divided by 3 equals to 6.453 minus 1. Again, we need to minus 1 from our answer, and it's going to give us 5.453. So that means our bicep is 5.453. Measuring our bicep measurement from the top line, which is 5.453, is almost 5.5. So now we have our bicep line. Now that we've gotten our bicep line, we need to get the center of our paper. which is going to be the center of our sleeve. So I'll be folding this paper into two to get our center line. Now that we've gotten our center line, I'll roll it out. And what we also be needing for our sleeve is our sleeve length. And our sleeve length is 25. From the top line downward. So this is our end line. So now we have our block. The next thing we need to be doing is placing the front and back measurement, our armhole measurement. And we're going to label this place as our front, and this is going to be our back. So the F is for front and the B is for back. As for the back, we have 10.125. So our measurement will start from here. So we are placing our tape rule in a slant form. Now we are slanting it to the bicep line. So when we get to our 10.125, we stop. You can see the way I place it. This is the bicep line, and this is our 10.125. This is our 10.1. And you mark it. Definitely, you know when you are ruling out, you are ruling from this corner, this point. You connect it with this mark that we made here. So as for the front, we have 9.25. We also slant it this way. 9.25 here. That's 9¼ inch. We also mark it. We place our ruler and connect it. And we do the same thing for the back. So this is how it looks like. And we get the midpoint of these two. We said this our front is 9.1. We can make use of our tape rule. We don't really need too much of calculator here. We fold our tape rule into two. And we mark our midpoint. We also get our 10.1 here. This is the half of this and half of this. This is where we marked. So at the front, we will come in at the front, but at the back, we're going out. So at the front, we come in at that point by 0.5. We just give it a dot. We mark it. The same thing we do at the back. We go out at the back. We come out by 0.5 and we connect it back. So we connect this point, this is our new point, back to this place, and connect this point back to this place. So you can see how it looks like. This was the point we came out with, 0.5. That's half of an inch, and we connected it from this point to the half of an inch and back to our bicep line. So we are doing the same thing for the front. Now that we've made our connections, so now that we are able to come in by 0.5, and here we went out by 0.5. So we get the midpoint. So it's going to be about 4 ways. You know, we actually joined 4 times from here to this point, from here to this point, from here to this point, to this point. So as for me, I'm going to cancel this because we're not using this line anymore. Marker, I'll measure this way from here to here, and I'll break the tape roll so as to give us the midpoint. I'll do the same thing here. I'll measure again because it's a different measurement. It's 4.625 divided by 2 to get the midpoint. Also here, you see, it's not to get the midpoint. Now that we have the midpoint for these 4 places, those are where the real work is now. That is what will be coming out and in. So any number I write inward, that means we are coming in. Any number I write outward, that means we are coming out. So now here, from this point I marked here, it is constant. It is what you need to know. So at this point at the back towards the down part, you come in by 0.125 is what you are coming in with, which is just 1/8 of our tape roll. Just this small column is what we are using to come in. And at this point at the back, but at the upper side at the back, we are coming out, and we'll be coming out by 0.25. That's 1/4 inch. We are coming out 1/4 inch. And at the center here for the cap sleeve, we'll be coming out by 1/4 inch at this side and 1/4 inch at this other side. So that's 0.25. That's 0.25 at the both side. Like at the right side, from the center line, we mark 0.25, and from the center line to the back side, we mark 0.25. That's at the top line to get the cap measurement. So at this part, at the upper side, at the upper part, at the front side, we are coming out. We're coming out by 4/8, which is 1/2 inch, and here we come in by 0.5. So here we came in by 0.125. Here 1/4 inch, 0.25. We come out here at both sides, 0.25. That's 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch at this side. And here we came up. That's why I wrote it out here. We came up by 1/2 inch, which is 0.5. And here also at the down part at the front, we came in by 0.5. That is why I wrote it here. So what we'll be doing now is connecting those points together. So watch me do this. I'm using my blue marker so that we can all see. So from the bicep line at the back is where I'm starting my connection from. Let me use my pencil so that if there's any mistake, I can actually erase. So from this place, this is my first point, and I'm coming back to this junction. So I'm connecting it back here just to connect to my 1/4 inch here. Now I'm going to connect back here where another quarter of an inch tapping. And for this line, that means we have a straight line here. And from here, at the edge of the quarter of an inch, now we are at the front. I'm connecting to my 0.5 to the up part. Now I'm coming to this junction. I told you we don't have any business with this line, this straight line. So this one that looks broken is where I'll be coming in. I'll be coming in, going back to another point of our 0.5 and going back to our bicep corner, our bicep line. So for us to see, now I'm using my blue marker to trace out and that is it. So this is our sleeve cap. So if you are going to be tracing this out now, we all know that you are tracing out the blue part. Now, see, now that we've gotten our cap sleeve, any measurements we have from this edge to our center line, we're measuring it and we'll drop it at the end line. And any measurements we have here too, at the front part, that's our center line to this part of our bicep line, we are dropping it down to the hem line. Now measure this way. So here we have our 8.625. This is our 8.625. And it's a different measurement, so you need to measure it. This is our 7.5, you're dropping it back here. So 7.5, you're connecting it back to the from the end line. I'm connecting back to the bicep line. I'm doing that to the back as well. We have our block. So the next thing we are doing is getting the midpoint of this center line to this point, this to this point, and dropping the same thing here, the center, the midpoint of this place to here, this place to here, this to here, this to here. So we said this is 8.625. I'm breaking my tape hole this way, and I'm marking it this way. It's a different measurement, so you measure this place 7.5 and break 7.5 too. So I'm also breaking the 7.5, also dropping it at the bicep line. So I'm connecting the 2 points. Now that we've gotten this crease line, this is our center line. So the next thing we are doing is, we're not doing anything at this center part anymore. So we're getting the midpoint of this part and the midpoint, the midway of this part. Either midway or midpoint is still the same thing. We're connecting from this point, this angle, to the midpoint of this place. That's 3.75. So at 3.75, I'm breaking the tape rule again into 2 and dropping the point here. Just like here. I'm measuring this again. 4.375 divided by 2. I'm breaking my tape rule to make it faster. Also dropping it at the hemline, and I'm connecting it back. So this corner. I'm doing the same thing at the back. Now that we've come in this way, we don't need this part again. We don't need this part. And now I've cancelled these lines. So this is our new line, which is the active line. Is the line we're using. At this point that we came in by 0.5 here and also here, our notch line. Always remember to put that line for this midpoint. At the back we always use 2 lines, and at the front we only make use of 1 line. So that when you are tracing this paper out, you also trace this out so as to get the midpoint of your calf sleeve, both at the front and at the back. So this is all about our sleeve. So my next video is going to be on tracing this out. I'll trace this out, not just tracing it out. I'll make a sleeve from it to join to the body we made earlier in a particular video that I made. So while you're tracing this out, the only part you're tracing out is going to be this blue line all through this place, through this one back to the M line. And you're also tracing your bicep line, the one in the middle here. You're tracing your center line. You don't need to trace this lines, and you need to trace this notch line. This notch line, you're also tracing it out. So on our traced pattern is where we will be adding our allowance, our inseam allowance, and our M allowance. We'll be adding that on our traced pattern. So thanks for watching, and thanks for always being there every time. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe, because we have a lot of beautiful content for you here. And if you have already subscribed to my YouTube channel, my dear, I can't do without you guys. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I would love to see you in my next video. And please try to give me a thumbs up, comment, and also share this video. See you in my next video.